Melissa and Mary.
Melissa and Mary. There they are. Is that them?
That's them.
There's Melissa and Mary. Costco. I'm walking toward Costco because we've just realized that there's post-test information that's been showing up every single day, one of the lessons. Apparently it said that I was going to need to use a card to get into a building. And that's in here. Turned out I did need to get a card. I came here because I ran out of digital film. So I came in to get new DVD film. And there was supposed to be tires at a, on the wall. Here are tires on the wall. And there are the umbrellas. There are tires on the wall. I'm holding these down. And here's Christopher. Go ahead. Hebrew National. I'm walking with the camera down. Here's your camera. He said, oh, to take pictures. You're allowed to? He said you could. Take pictures of the tires and stuff.
He said it's all right?
He said it was okay. That's
okay, I'll finish eating this first.
Okay. It says here, Hebrew National, we answer to a higher authority. These are umbrellas. Behind the umbrellas are tires lined up along a wall. And I needed to use a card with that gentleman right there in order to get into the Price Club. And Christopher says that this was given by Susie today.
Last night.
Last night.
This morning.
This morning you heard this, is that correct?
Yeah, about 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, and again today's August 6th. This is day 5, and this is post-test.
Post-test.
So what we're now doing is we're going to collect data both during the test and post-test.
All right.
So that we can disentangle which information that we think is in the test is actually in the post-test. And there are umbrellas, and there are the tires on the wall, tons of tires on the wall. Today is August 6th or 7th?
7th.
Today's August 7th. This is day 6, right? It's always one day later. It's day 6, it's August 7th. It is around 9:15 approximately. We've got the precise time on the tape. I'm here again in Christopher's hotel room, and with me here is a woman by the name of
Carmen Lynn.
Carmen Lynn from Venice Beach with a British accent. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
That's correct.
and you are here observing.
Yes.
Okay, and you have known Chris for some period of time, at least by telephone.
Mm-hmm.
And you met just before he came physically.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I understand correctly, Chris did a few what he calls warm-up experiments while he was with you.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
and we'll talk about that later. Okay. Before we begin, I just want to put on the record what happened yesterday afternoon, which we will get back to and videotape formally. But there were 4 pieces of information from the dream yesterday that did not show up in our morning excursion, which showed up after 1 o'clock.
Yes.
That information was the umbrella, it was tires on a fence, it was a card going into a place where I had to show a card to go in,
Yeah.
and there was the Spirit of God.
Yes.
And much to my absolute disbelief, we were running out of film, and so I said, let's go to this place, and I was going to drive the normal way that we get there to go to a place that I normally buy film for this camera because it's inexpensive and they have lots of it. And I took you to a place called Costco, which is what used to be called the Price Club.
Went, yeah.
And when we went in there, I had to show them my card because it's a club and you had to show there. And that you said, and you reminded me, because I had forgot this, that there was a card in the dream, and we'll do
There was
that
a
later,
card,
not
yeah,
now.
yeah.
We're just getting it on the record so I don't forget it. We were hurried. They didn't have any film.
No, they
so we
didn't
have
have
to
any
buy
film.
film, and somewhere else. And we were hungry, and we didn't have much time because I go to the university. So I
you said
suggested that we eat lunch
Yeah.
in there. You said fine. I took you around to the lunch place. I bought you. We had 2 chicken things, something
Yeah,
or other. You
whatever
had
they were, and I had an
yogurt.
ice cream.
You had an ice cream, a yogurt with strawberries. We sat down, and to my right, there were all these tires
Yes.
along a fence,
Yes.
a chain link fence, and you said, those are my tires.
Yes.
Those are the tires you saw. And I said, wow. And then you pointed me and you said,
These
Gary,
are my
look.
umbrellas.
You said, these are my umbrellas, and all over the place there were umbrellas.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these umbrellas, and now I can't believe it because it's really coincidental, quote, coincidental. And after that, I see that they have advertisements for Hebrew National, which are hot dogs, and the company's motto is, "We answer to a higher authority."
And I just couldn't believe it. Unbelievable.
And I said, unbelievable. And we call this post-test.
Yes.
And what we're going to do is go back over the data, because virtually every day you've gotten data during the test.
Yes.
But you've also got data that related to the
things after
the test, which we're now calling post-test, and we will score them separately because they have also been equally dramatic in their way. Okay.
Yes. All right.
Now I've come in, and you told me that last night there was a problem. What happened?
About 2 o'clock, I was woken up, and I had lots of things that I was ready to write down, but a police car stopped outside and shouted on a megaphone to somebody driver that they had to pull over and stop on the right, and that is the words I heard as I woke up. And then there was like loads of noise, and that destroyed all my first 1 or 2 pages of dreams. I've got something after that, but
you don't know what it is.
But I don't know what it is.
But you got something.
But I've got
Read
something.
it in. Show it to me in the record first. Okay, let me just videotape this. This came to you afterwards.
No, what I had written extreme close before.
Okay, so you'll read to me, Susie Smith and friends, that you wrote that down.
Yeah, Susie Smith and friends, please make me right here tonight, where we are going to...
In the morning.
We're going on test 6 in the morning. Thank you, amen.
Okay, and this is what you wrote after that when you lost the first couple of pages.
Yeah, all that was on the paper was 1, 2, question mark, extreme close, question mark.
Okay.
That's all that was there at the point that happened.
Okay.
And then I desperately tried to get more and more and more, and nothing was going well at all, I'm afraid.
And you woke up something about with the arm?
I woke up about 6 o'clock, and my arms were completely paralysed with pins and needles.
Does that happen to you normally?
Well, sometimes I get it. In 1980, I was diagnosed, whether it's correct or not, I don't know, multiple sclerosis. And I do get bouts of pins and needles.
How frequently?
Not frequently, 2 or 3 times a month.
Okay.
But it's not every...
2 or 3 times a month?
2 or 3 times a month.
Okay, so this was not atypical in that sense?
No. I mean, it's just a bloody nuisance.
All right, it's a nuisance.
It happened now.
It doesn't happen now,
Yeah.
But it's not like you haven't had it in years. And
No, it happens,
Okay.
and I get dizzy spells, and some days I can't... I mean, sometimes I get really vague. And
when there was no blood today?
No blood today.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure that everything's all right. Fine. Now, what did you get here anyway? Let's read it in before we go back to the old days, since the only days we have now are the previous days.
1, 2, question mark, extreme close, question mark.
Okay.
Then when I went back to sleep, I was in a shop, and there was a bar pen, and they were scanning the barcode on a bottle of what looked like car polish, but it wasn't, but it looked like it.
Okay.
But it was some kind of, I don't know. And then somebody in a dream showed me a birth certificate, and they said to me, "That's the hardest thing to get. It's not easy to fake." Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
Then I've got, "Do not fight the force, Christopher." This is Susie talking. "What did we say yesterday? Use the school CD. You said it was a lesson to Gary. What did the umbrella say? What did Susie say?" And then she told me she don't spell her name with a Z, and I had to put an S, because I've been using Zs all the time.
And she told you it was an S?
She told me it was an S. I've always used Zs.
And last night she told you it was an S?
Yeah, last night she corrected me.
And you've never seen her name written anywhere?
No, I always thought it was a Z, because America uses Z in every word on my
And
thing.
is it an S?
She writes it with an S.
Yeah, well,
So she told you that
She
last
told me
night.
to correct it to an S.
That's amazing. That's a very important
She
piece
told
of
me
data.
to
just for
correct
the
it
record.
to an
That's
S.
a very important
Because I've
piece of data.
always used Z.
Oh boy. Okay.
Anyway, the old data said old car, shot gearbox, blown tyres, wheels and tyres were the theme along with Mexico. You saw it all in data. And then she told, this is dictation from her again, and then she told me to put the quotes, "We answer to a higher force," and then she put me to put in underneath that, in quotes, "In God we trust." And then she said, you're here, something, aren't you? 12 years you trusted, now you're here. Trust us now. Because I was really worried about this police car. I mean, I'm thinking like, this has blown it. You know, I've got nothing now, this has ruined it. But she's telling me, no, trust us. Trust us.
Okay.
If we don't say, you're not ready to know. What did... And I spelled it with a Z again, and she made me correct it.
You got this corrected?
Yeah, you can see the big correction.
Oh,
she was
my
freaking
God.
out that I kept... you know, it was now time to learn how to spell. What did Susie say? Stellar material. Rocks, diamonds, minerals. Can't you see that? Play the CD again. Surrender to the Force. Luke Skywalker, surrender. And the way she said that was just amazing. Because she was calling me, she was saying, surrender to the Force. Luke Skywalker, surrender.
Could you see her at that time in the dream?
No, no.
Just hearing?
Just hearing, but
Okay.
and I can't remember what visual things,
Okay.
because I've got my eyes, there were a whole lot of swirls and patterns. When you get this dictation...
Draw the swirls.
You want me to draw them?
Draw the swirls.
Well, they're sort of like... And then they're sort of like that.
Okay.
And then they get sort of more diamondy as you
Okay.
come out to the edge.
Okay. Show me the picture. And you saw this when you were working with Susie?
Yeah, when I get the dictation and I've got my eyes closed and I'm desperately trying to get it. So
Right.
what I do is I'll
Now-
get a few words and I'll write them. I'll get a
Okay.
few words and I'll write them.
And where was... Oh, there. Let me get... I want to get the correction of Susie is... Where did she correct you? On the spelling? Was that the previous page?
On the previous page.
Just show me this. I want to get this. This is very,
There.
very, very important.
She made me make the Z into an S because I've done it again.
Oh my God. Okay, I got you. It's very.
Because I've been
important.
putting Z's, you see, always
No, I
putting Z's.
understand. Okay. By the way, let me ask you a question before we go on. When you take dictation from other people, you don't take dictation from other people, do you?
It has happened,
Okay.
but
You see
but
those
it's
same kind
rare.
of swirls, or is this unique to Susie?
No, the swirls are unique. The swirls are new.
The swirls are new
Yeah.
to Susie.
Yeah.
Okay. I will tell you about
Yeah.
this later.
Yeah. The swirls are new.
By the way, I will just put this on the record because it's not important. Susie, when I met her, I saw a painting Susie painted, and she only did one abstract painting, and that abstract painting she ultimately gave to me,
Mhm.
and I would have it right now, except she died unexpectedly, as you know, and then it was all given to her attorney, and her attorney is going to be giving it to me.
All right.
It looks like that picture.
Does it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
one of
these
the ways that
swirls
Susie,
were like...
right, the way you drew it, if Susie were going to say, this is me, one of the ways that she would show me is by showing me the
Swirls,
swirls. The
yeah.
swirls.
Well,
the
that's
swirls
what
like
I
that.
see.
So I'm just telling you.
And
when
they
you see
were
the
really
swirls-
strong last
Okay,
night when
I'm
I was
just, you know,
writing down the words.
I'm just reporting the data. Go ahead. Go.
Anyway, where did we get to? Oh yeah, the surrender. And then I wrote it is 0507 AM. So it was 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I can't remember. But what I wrote here is correct. Tuesday. I was unable to move my arms, pins and needles, when I woke up and wanted to write more. Now I can't remember. So there was more, but I can't remember.
Okay.
Then I went back to sleep again, and this sort of took me till 6 o'clock, because it's 6 o'clock when I gave up. I was on the top floor of somewhere. It was a building called Makepeace. And somebody brought me a little rat and a little mouse, little furry creatures. And they were sweet little things. And then I wrote down John in the brackets, Susie, and I've put an S. Right? Now, Christopher, when we give you a grant, the money is to continue this work in the way that we say. Do you understand? Make peace. So that's that.
Okay. Now let's go
I
back.
think, if you've got time, I want to read all the previous
We
data
have
very
to.
quickly.
We have to read it
Because
all
if we
very quickly.
don't, we're doing what we
we
did.
have to.
Yeah.
We have to see whether or not any of that previous data. Now,
Right.
did she say that the information was in the previous data?
Well, that's how I felt.
Then let's go for it.
Because she was saying, don't
No, we
worry,
have
trust
to do
the
it.
force.
Listen, you used the previous data in the past when they told you to use the previous
Yeah,
data and it
well,
worked. So let's.
Right, well, let's do it. I will go in reverse order.
Okay.
I wrote Susie Smith with a Z. Sorry, Susie. On the 20th of the 7th, 01. That's
20th,
20th of July.
20th of July.
Where will I be taken for test 6 in the USA, please?
Okay. Show me that, by the way. Just, I know we're going to photograph all this later, but let me just get this. There we are, and that's the date. 20
I mean,
okay.
at some point, I think it ought to be properly photocopied and numbered and all the rest
Oh,
of it.
are we going to ever?
But I mean, I'll leave that to you.
Don't worry, yes, we're
'cause
going to do that.
I'm not very good at those kind of
No,
things.
we're going to get to have that professionally taken care of.
Right, the first thing that happened is on that night, Susie showed me a picture and a cameraman and a whole plate. This was a large picture, and a whole plate camera is like a big plate in the back of the camera. It's not you know what a whole plate is?
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
a plate camera,
Go
right?
ahead.
Rather than a roll film camera.
I know.
Right? And I find it interesting that she shows me these swirls now, right? And you're talking about a picture, and on the 20th, she's talking about a picture. In fact, I find it bizarre. But anyway, let's go on, because we've had more, you know, worse and worse.
Bizarre is
We've,
just the word of the day.
yeah, it's just, right? And she says something about, I think the word there is page, or I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is. No flash on it, right? So this camera didn't have a flash. It was a big whole plate camera. And there were other cameras as well. And they could be now in a shop, right? And there were boxes. And there was a ladder. And it's not safe to stand on, be careful. And then there was a lady, and her name was Sandy.
That's weird.
Sandy.
I had dinner with Sandy last night.
Oh, did you?
I
Oh,
never
well.
met a Sandy before.
No, I don't know. Sandy's. I don't know a Sandy.
I had dinner for the first time
Right?
with Sandy.
Sandy. Talking about her. Were you talking to Sandy about Susie?
I told her about Susie.
Right. Could take her to a something. The boat could. Oh, a boat. I think it is. This boat could do with being taken out of the water and painted. Where did you take her to last night?
Well,
Was it-
I didn't take her to a place. We ate at a restaurant.
Oh, all right. Was it the name of a boat?
It was called the Firecracker. I don't know what
Oh,
that
all
means.
right. Anyway, I'll forget it then. And then I've drawn 2 scooters, and one's not complete, and one's white. Now I actually do have that in England, so that bit could have related to
Right,
something
and
back
you'll
home.
you'll give me your
And I'll
summary
see,
and
yeah.
fundamentals when
Yeah.
we're all done.
But there was something to do with engine parts missing, to do with this scooter, but otherwise it looks in good condition. Said they want to something, but they are not complete. And then I drew the bits of the scooter. Then I've written down fire, hot coals, some kind of sucker to take some of the fire for a sample. Looks strange to me.
Okay.
Right?
That's
That's the 20th of July.
Okay. Now we go back even further.
On the 10th of the 7th,
Okay,
right,
just show me the show it again.
I've just put test 6 USA, where will I go?
Tech 6 USA, where will I go? 10/7, okay.
Yeah, 10 July,
10 July.
in the way you do it. We put the things the other way around to you. Some fit, some don't. Slugs for a gun. Gun shop, rifle. Kit gun. Look, this one can be made up like a Chinese puzzle. Look at a whole range of them. So it was like a gun shop, but not. I mean, it's strange. And then I drew some strange things. And then I drew something which I don't know if it's bank or blank or what. And then I wrote bulletproof. How thick does it need to be to stop it getting through to you? Now that could be.
Say it again.
How thick does it need to be to stop it getting through to you? Now, if that's cryptic, it means...
Could be.
Yeah, I mean, could
We'll
be.
find out.
We'll find out.
We don't know where we're going.
No,
We'll find out.
no idea. And then there was like a steel plate, and then there was also something else, and then there was a fishing net, and I drew a little gun, a rifle.
Okay.
And then there was a computer screen. And then there was a record. And then there was a boat on the screen, and it was going along a river. And it looked like London Bridge. But that can't be real, I wrote. but you can record it to a disc. And
Okay.
it's dark, and I'm riding along on a bike. No one sees me, so wherever I went that night, nobody knew I was there. Alright?
Okay.
And I wrote all sorts of strange things, but I'm not interested in that. I'm only interested in what I wrote in the dream, really.
Right,
Because
right.
the translations could, at that point, were being made because of where I was in England.
Right, of course.
Nothing to do with it here.
Gotcha.
The translations of the real data can only be done now for here. The ones that I made in England are not to do with here.
You're the dream
way I
detective.
see it. Well, not the way I see it. I mean,
Okay.
if
Okay.
you have to score it
Don't
the other
worry.
way, that's fine.
Well, we'll see. Show me the third page.
The third page is test 6. Where will I be taken in USA for test 6?
Okay, go ahead.
And I've drawn a little map, and the road's closed.
Show
and
me
I
the
don't-
map. Okay.
The road's closed, and I don't know why. So now we have to wait, and it's something to do with the police. Now, I actually found it very interesting, laying here now, that the police were out here last night, and they closed the road, right?
Right.
And road closed is RC, Chris Robinson, can't go, shut off. Maybe it's telling me that test 6 is going to be a failure back that early, or maybe it's just telling me that the road's closed, but something had happened in the road with the police the very time I asked for test 6 back in England, and that is bizarre, right? But it's also encouraging.
Right, and that hasn't shown up before?
No, never had anything like that before. But the road is closed. Don't know why. To do with the police, and that could be out here.
Could be.
But it could be that where we go is a road closed as well.
Right.
I mean, that would make it even doubly bizarre to me,
Right.
or doubly what I would expect to see.
Right. Or just doubly outrageous,
Yeah.
which is the word we use.
I could do with a van to move all my things out, and this was somebody was moving house. Now, I don't know what was going on really out there, but I don't know whether somebody took something from somebody's house, they were burglars. It'd be nice to find out. Maybe you can find out from Tucson police what was going on out there, who they stopped at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, I don't want to get involved in that.
Right.
I
We
don't.
don't, and we don't want the police to know you're here.
And I don't want the police to know that I'm here, no. Not really.
Right.
So, but you can do that later maybe.
Later we can get it because we know the date.
Yeah.
Today's August
Alright.
7th.
After a long wait, it looks like this road has been opened, so up we go.
Okay.
And it's something to do with a car with no tax, and maybe that all relates. You know, the car wasn't licensed properly or whatever that's going on out there. And then I can now turn down a road, and I can see what looks like the sea, a beach or water.
Okay, 1 second. What I'm going to do, only because I don't want to lose our contact here. Oh, wait a
Okay.
second. It's only 9:31 a.m. We're
Yeah.
okay. Keep going.
And there's a pool, there's fish, there's kids swimming. Most of the fish are now dead or dying. Try and save them. And then I've got more drawings
1 second here. I've got more drawings here.
of a TV screen or something, and I'm looking down on it.
Okay.
And Danielle is my daughter. She wants to go for a swim.
Okay.
The water is murky. She can't go in. I then, 4 days after this dream, became involved in a murder investigation in England. Well, a missing person investigation, which I call a murder investigation. They're calling it an abduction, and they haven't found it yet.
Gotcha.
And I have taken some of the details from these dreams to what happened to Danielle Jones, who was abducted in Tilbury.
Wow.
And there's no point me going into that.
No, absolutely
But
not.
the data is in here for that.
Gotcha.
But my guess is, coincidentally, it'll fit today.
Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened.
And will.
Right, TV screen, battery, tube is hot, stand it up, watch the picture, mind you don't slip over. And then I'm in a plane. Now the plane, I'm absolutely sure, is symbolic of coming here.
Okay.
Because this was it, this was liftoff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I took the controls, I pushed the thing forward, and boy did I go up. Alright? Autopilot takes over. Alright? Now the plane can fly itself. I didn't have to be at the controls anymore after Dream 6.
Okay.
Now I am going to pack up and move on to a new place. Just what I need.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, so what's your fundamentals here?
Well, I actually think that the police and the road closed way back then could be to do with that, but I still think somehow it fits today.
Okay, we'll find out.
We'll have to find out.
Okay.
My fundamentals, I've put in our map, road closed, we wait, van, remove, road gets opened again, up we go, up where, water, sand, pool, fish, swim, murky, children. Move to a new place, so maybe we go to 2 places today. Gun shop, rifle, shooting, fishing net, screen, boats on a screen, and coins. And then from that was from the 10th of July, and then from the 20th of July I've got pictures, camera, man, large format camera, whole plate camera, boat not in water.
Okay.
Stop.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, here we go. I'm now going to call Bill Simon. By the way, Carmen, you are the first person to witness
Ever be
this,
here, yeah.
Hello, this is very exciting.
and you can vouch for the fact. You can see how we do it. I have no idea where we're going. Good morning, Bill. It's me. Hi, listen, will you call whoever and find out where we are going? Thank you. Be back.
Laying on there. Get stiff.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens there, can't you? Bizarre, isn't it? Police, road closed.
Well, how early are they leaving? To the doctor. I mean, I think I'd rather come here early than, all things being equal. Well, it's come to Christopher's Hotel at 8 rather than 9, for example.
I'll get my stuff today.
Okay. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. You have requested that tomorrow that you know the information about the envelope ahead of time because this friend has to go to a doctor's appointment, the person who's handling the envelopes. Carmen is here. This is a friend of Christopher's who has a British accent but lives in Venice Beach, California. She just drove in yesterday. Anyway, so she's now witnessing the fact that you've made this request, and that's just what's going to happen. And we'll just have phone records and so on to show that you and I have not, met and so on and so forth until that time period. I mean, if people don't trust you, I mean, it's... So that's the nature of the game. Why don't you please call this person and get the information for us, because I've got a busy day today, okay? Wonderful. Thanks. You'll call me back. Okay, bye. Just like the police came and woke you up last night, and the road was closed and so on, so you lost part of your dream. Tomorrow, the person who's handling, this
Oh, well,
second
that happened before when I was told you're not getting any data tonight, and then something else happened in the morning.
Right. So anyway, tomorrow morning, they're going to open the envelope before I record the dream, just for the record. But it doesn't matter because what's nice is that Carmen's here, so we have an independent witness of the fact that we're not cheating.
Right.
No need to
So
cheat.
then he calls you back in a few minutes, does
Yes.
he? And tells
And he
you
will tell me where we're going, but I will not tell you. Or Christopher.
Oh,
Oh, we
okay.
don't know until we get there.
You don't know it until you get there.
Oh, so only you know.
Only
that
I
point.
know.
And
But
he
as you
does.
notice,
Someone else is driving us today, though, aren't they?
Well, maybe. It depends whether we're going far or close.
Oh, right, okay.
If it's close, maybe I could do it.
Oh.
Or we could take 2 cars and then you can come back.
Yeah.
But if it's far, then depending upon whether it's a place that I could explain to Carmen, if it's
Yeah.
easy to get to,
I could
then the
just-
2 of you could just go together and Sabrina can then stay here so she can continue work.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you know how to use a video camera.
Sure.
So therefore, you're perfect to record the information. But let's see where we're going. By the way, there were 20 possible places that Christopher could have gone, because I made this ahead of time. 20 possible places.
20 each day?
No, 20, no, only 1 per day, but there were 20 possible places.
All right.
But 10 of them were put away as controls. I don't know which 10 were the controls and which 10 were the ones that we're going to actually go to.
Right.
However, we've now gone to 5 of them.
Right.
So I know we're not going to go to those 5.
Yeah,
So there's 15 left, but I don't know which one it is until he tells me.
I see.
Now, whether it relates to any of this content, only I will know immediately. And most of the time, I would say 50% of the time, the most important information that Christopher's gotten, I didn't know about the place until we got there. So I didn't know that this was a defining characteristic of the place that I picked. But Christopher.
Wow.
Mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you see my email that I?
No, I've just put it on.
No, okay. Well, check. You'll see that I wrote an email to Bill Simon and Bill Gladstone about our 3 books.
All right. Okay.
So.
As you know, the work with Chris is going better than I could have imagined in a million years. Oh boy. He appears to be one of the most gifted psychics that have lived on this planet.
1 second. Let me just get this. Hold on. Let me don't read all that, okay? Hello?
Gary,
Yeah?
you're going to underground today. Specific day is also cave inside the
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, bye. Okay, I now know where we're going.
Does
Right,
he just
I'm-
read to you the content of the
Yes.
envelope?
He just read through the contents of the envelope.
I'm just going to close this down and then we go.
So I'll just go and
Quickly, I'm going to try and go to the loo
brush
as
my
well.
teeth and
Just-
stuff.
Oh, no, there's no rush.
Okay.
Because what I have to do is now figure out whether...
Because you know how far we have to go, so you have to figure out what we do.
Is it going to be a long way?
You do your thing, Carmen. and I'll-
Actually,
Okay.
I'm going to call Sabrina, because what we could do is, if you don't mind,
Sabrina could go with,
you could follow us.
Sure.
I can take you there.
and then
And
we
then I
can come back. You can
right,
go.
You can then have the excursion
Okay.
and video it, and then I can come back.
Right, is Sabrina going to come here? Can you
Then
ask
she-
her if she can bring some nail scissors with her? Because I need to cut my fingernails and it drives me mad.
Well,
And
we can,
ladies have things like that.
well, we can buy them on the way out.
All right.
Because what I'm trying to do is to protect her time.
Okay.
That's the question.
Fine, yeah.
Let me call Sabrina. And what time is it now? If we can leave.
All right, sweetie, bye. I'll read your email later, but
Yeah, read the email later.
because I just want to make sure I've got my bag packed up.
Christopher said, we just passed a road closed sign, and Christopher, and sand, which he saw, huge sand place. But he said that there was an important thing about moving trucks. Yes, hi? Oh yes, hi. You like this truck?
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, this is the moving vans that you predicted, because I wanted to stop here at the Rincon Creek. This is one of my favorite places on the road to where we're going, and you said you saw moving trucks. You said that vans and moving trucks, and this is one of my favorite places, and I felt the need to take you in here to show you this place. It's part of the journey. Okay, let's go in.
Okay.
This is you can go in.
I'll give you a card before I go, then that'll help you understand a bit. Well, I work with Scotland Yard in London doing psychic detective work.
Hello. We're now inside. I have no idea if this is important. It's just that I know that I'm supposed to record what takes place on the journey. Ooh, butterflies.
What is special about this place then?
For me,
Yeah, why do you like it so much?
I just like it because I come in here. It's a little store, and they have all these little trinkets.
It's got some interesting little unusual.
It's got little unusual things. And here's the moving vans.
Yes.
And here are, by the way, things for tools and stuff. See, Christopher will know what he sees in a dream.
Yeah.
And that one of the things that I have learned is that it's not just the precise place that we're going, but it's the journey to and back from the place.
Right, yeah.
So that's why I'm now learning to say, okay, Christopher, since I'm part of this process, you're talking to my deceased loved one to give you this information. I have to show you what's important to me,
Yeah.
and then you know What is he doing? He's always being so social.
Yeah, you got that one. They got sunglasses here.
Probably. You have to look through here, Christopher, and see if any of this relates to your dream.
Now, the trucks. I'm happy with.
I know the trucks you're happy with, but I just want you to look in here. Just come here. Oh, look at the birds.
Aren't they lovely? Yeah.
But the, look, take a picture of inside the moving truck.
Were they mine or is it
No,
the
they weren't
owner's?
mine. No, yeah, that was the owner.
All right. Well, he doesn't mind. He said we can.
Good. So there's you taking a picture of the moving trucks. Hello?
We've got both right now in this store.
This is he. Hi. Yes. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
He's a loudspeaker.
Well, hold it a second. Don't go away. I just have to take these quick pictures here. Don't go on. I have to take a picture of fake fish. There's a fake fish. There's more fake fish, a fake turtle here. Here's more fake fish. I'm surrounded by fake fish. I came in here for that purpose. There's Christopher just getting the package of fake fish.
There you go.
Hold on, are you there? See, we're doing this experiment, and we've just got a key piece of data here. 1 second. More fake fish. I'm talking to Barbara while we're doing the experiment with the dream detective. Okay, what's up? Can you hear me? Oh, look, here's another picture of the fake fish. 1 second. Yeah, I know. Can you hear me? Yeah. Interested in all of this.
I read your book, you know.
The Living Energy Universe?
Yeah.
You did?
Amazing. Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Parts of it was extraordinary.
I have just pulled out of the car. Here we are on the road, just for the way. And Christopher told me something. He said, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Please tell me, did you have a dream last night?
Yeah.
What did you dream?
I had a dream that I was with Chris and we went into a tunnel or a cave or some kind of enclosed dark area, and it was going to be dangerous and scary, and I said, I don't think I want to do it because I'm scared, and Chris said there were going to be lots of spirits there.
Lots of spirits there? You mean if you went there?
Ghosts and things, yeah, and I was too scared and I said I don't want to do it.
Okay, and did he say that you were going there, or was that he just said that if you went there it would happen?
No, he said we were going there.
He said you were going to a cave?
Yeah,
When?
a cave or a tunnel.
When?
I'm not sure if it was a cave or a tunnel.
Or a cave or a tunnel?
Last night. It was the first thing I dreamed.
It was the first thing you dreamed last night.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever dreamed about tunnels or caves before?
It's not like a common theme or anything.
When's the
no.
last time you've dreamt it?
I don't remember.
Weeks, months, years?
I really don't remember. Could be months.
So you've dreamt this before?
No, not this particular dream, no.
Okay. It's now on videotape. We'll keep going. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Come on.
Jesus, okay, 1 second here. Okay, 1 second, right away here. What's your phone number, by the way, in Los Angeles?
310-202-9285.
And what's your cell phone?
My cell phone is 310-433-6689.
Thank you for giving it to me, and I promise I won't share it with anyone, okay?
Okay.
But I need to be able to contact you again because look where we are. We are at a road, that is closed at a dead end.
At a dead end.
Uh-huh.
The gates had road closed on them because they
Yeah.
shut them at night. And there's a removal truck.
And there's another moving truck. Another moving truck.
And that is exactly what I drew in my map.
Yeah.
That's what
This
you
is
drew in your
exactly
map.
what I drew in my map.
That's exactly what you drew in your map.
On the 16th of June.
I got that on the camera, Chris, just for the record.
Oh,
Okay,
you wanna
that's
get
enough.
this
No,
right?
no, no, go ahead. That's enough. Now, you'll notice where we are going.
Now, did you see what happens day after day?
Yes.
Now, I need to ask you something. Were
We
you
can't
were
tell
you
you
woke-
the other
Hold it a
days, but-
second. Were you woken up last night?
You know, I was, but I don't know what it was that woke me up, but I did wake up in the
But you remembered the dream anyway.
And
This
that
was your
when
first
I
dream.
remembered the dream, because it was in the middle of the night. Usually if I'm going to dream, I dream in the morning, and I didn't remember any dreams from the morning.
But
so-
you remembered this dream from the middle of the night,
Yeah,
which
this
you
is
don't
the only
usually
one you
remember. In fact,
Only
if you
one I
hadn't been woken up, you might not have remembered this dream.
Exactly.
And the same things that woke you up might have been what woke me
Probably,
up and
yeah.
destroyed my
I don't know
dreams.
what
Okay.
time it was.
And you know where we're going?
Caves.
Yes.
And this is really interesting because I think I could probably recognize the one from my dream. If I
Well, then you're going to do this because you're going to report this. You're going to use my camera and take pictures.
Okay.